So I would like to welcome everyone. There is a number of different students graduating today. We have undergraduate students, postgraduate taught students, and research students and PhD students graduating today. And I would like to welcome all the graduating students to this event, as well as their family and friends. You have had an amazing achievement graduating from the University of Birmingham, and we are here to celebrate that. So I'll introduce myself first. My name is Alessandro. I'm a professor in the School of Metallurgy and Materials in the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. And this live portion of the graduation event is for all of the students graduating this year from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences across all the schools and all the disciplines we cover. And I'm here today as compare. I'm not a native speaker of English, so I had to go and look what compare actually meant. And it seems to be that it's a French word that means accomplice. And so I'm very much an accomplice to your graduation today. But the role of compare is basically someone who is going to be presenting and leading the event on your behalf. So I will be in on their experience of this year and studying at the University of Birmingham. So I have to cover a couple of housekeeping things. The first thing I would like to say, and again, I mentioned it before, is that some of us are joining this event via Zoom, and some of us are joining this event live on YouTube. So if you're joining on YouTube, there is a comment feature at the bottom of the YouTube page, and you're very much encouraged to use that YouTube comment feature to comment with anything you would like while this event is happening. Equally, if you're joining us in Zoom, and I know some of you are, there is a Q&A feature at the bottom of your Zoom window, and you can use that Q&A feature to send in any comments. This can be anything. It can be congratulatory comments. You can congratulate your other fellow students, as well as just simply celebrate your achievement. So even though it is a Q&A session, a Q&A feature in Zoom, it doesn't have to be a question. It can just be an expression of celebration. And so please feel free to use these throughout the event, and there will be people monitoring those and answering those comments if there is any issues with them. So the other thing I need to cover is a little bit of what will happen today. So I already mentioned that in a minute I will be handing over to some staff and students from all the schools across the college to say a few words of their experience. And after that, we will have an opportunity to award prizes. And in fact, it will be my honor as compare to award prizes to some of the students graduating today. All of you graduating today have had a fantastic achievement in graduating from the University of Birmingham, and the speeches, I'm sure, will highlight that at great length. But we would like to recognize some specific achievements in very defined areas. So with that, I think I'm at the end of the introduction. So the first speaker for the live event is Dr. Tim Overton from the School of Chemical Engineering. So Dr. Tim, it's your turn.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the graduates from the School of Chemical Engineering this year. This is a time for celebration, as you've all worked incredibly. And you should be very proud of your achievements. Chemical engineering, we believe, is more important than ever at the current time. So we wish our graduates every success as they enter the world of work, addressing challenges such as improved sustainability for manufacturing processes, safeguarding food safety in the context of uncertain and changing supply chains, developing new formulated products, and the manufacturing of the next generation of biotherapeutics, such as the new vaccine technologies that have recently been developed. Over the past few months, researchers within the School of Chemical Engineering have developed novel products to help in the fight against COVID, reinforcing the place of chemical engineering in global healthcare technology, as well as formulation engineering for novel antiviral products. Food safety is as important as ever in the face of changes to global supply chains, and the pandemic has greatly changed energy supply and demand as working and travel patterns have changed. So, as chemical engineering graduates, you will have the knowledge and power to make a real difference in the world going forwards. So I have a couple of messages from my fellow MSc program leads in the school. So Helen Onyeka has said, it has been a pleasure teaching this MSc Food Safety, Hygiene and Management class, as they have real passion to learn and contribute to food safety, especially in the laboratory sessions, which gave them hands-on experience of food safety and quality assurance. The knowledge and skills gained from the program will help you as you chart a path in the industry, in academia, development and enforcement of regulations and government policies, just as the numerous students before you. And Ian Kings has said, with momentum building to COP26 next year, we're entering a critical phase for decarbonisation of the energy sector on a global level. And the ambition of the British government and many other nations shows the importance of a whole system transition that delivers on environmental and social goals. The knowledge and skills from the MSc in Global Energy Technology and Systems should prepare you well for contributing to that effort, and the ability to show robustness and achieve what you have in the face of significant challenge this year shows that you will have the fortitude to succeed. So I would like to wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavours as graduates from the School of Chemical Engineering. And I would now like to pass on to Professor Rachel O'Reilly, Head of the School of Chemistry, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Tim. As Tim said, my name is Rachel O'Reilly and I'm Head of the School of Chemistry. And to all our chemistry graduates, on behalf of the school, I'd like to say how very proud we are of all your successes and your resilience in a difficult year. I know everyone watching will share in the pride that we as a school feel as you graduate today. Of course, for our graduates today, it's an accumulation of many years of hard work, and it is the start of an exciting chapter of your lives. But for us, it's incredible to reflect on the transformation that we've seen during your time here at Birmingham, from nervous new arrivals to the polished graduates that are here today. As the people who've taught you and worked with you, we're really confident that as graduates, you'll be able to compete with the very best from around the world. And congratulations to all of you who are completing research degrees. You've succeeded through many even pre-COVID challenges, such as the major flood in Howth, and for those that were in my research group, an institutional move. So congratulations again. On behalf of all the supervisors and research groups, thank you very much for all your hard work and commitment to the advancement of scientific knowledge. Away from your studies, we've also, as a school, we're hugely grateful for everything that you've done for us. You've been fantastic ambassadors for the school on occasions such as open days, applicant visit days and outreach events. Whenever we asked for your help, you always offered it willingly. Thank you so very much for your energy, your passion and the part that you played in the life of the School of Chemistry. So please keep in touch. We'd love to hear what you're doing. We'd love it if you were able to come back in years to come to inspire the future generation of Birmingham chemists. And when we're able to welcome you back onto campus, we'd love to see you. So I wish you well in all your future endeavours to come. And I'd like to now hand over to Dr. Mark Lee to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm Mark Lee. I'm the Head of School for Computer Science. Congratulations to everybody who's graduating in computer science today. Obviously, this is a virtual ceremony, but I look forward to welcoming you back to campus when it's safe to do so. And of course, we'll celebrate your achievements then. Nobody could have predicted how your year went in 2020. You should be very proud of the resilience you have shown in completing your degree in these exceptional circumstances. Following graduation, I hope you will see yourself as continuing to be part of this community. Please keep in touch. Please let us know of your future achievements and successes. And of course, if you're ever nearby, visit the school. Going to university is not just about getting an education. You've made many friends during your time at Birmingham, and I hope these friendships will be for life. We should also recognize your friends and your family at home who've done so much to support you during your degree. I hope you're able to be with your family and friends to celebrate now. Finally, we're all immensely proud of your achievements. In terms of computer science, you've acquired a wide range of skills and knowledge, and I hope that at least some of you will be involved in developing the next big things in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, robotics, HCI, etc. We're currently living in a golden age for computing, and I predict that the next 10 years will not only be very exciting, but will change how we live. Congratulations to everybody. I would now like to hand over to my colleague in computer science, Dr. Phil Smith.
Thank you, Mark. Hello. Congratulations to the class of 2020, in particular, those graduating from the School of Computer Science. The medium may have changed for this graduation, but that does not take away from the great achievements that you have all made over the course of your degree. You have worked extremely hard to reach this point in your education, and you should all feel very proud of what you have attained, especially given the unforeseen circumstances of the year. As a university, we pride ourselves in our strength as a community of scholars, and for those who I've taught, it has been an honour. Reflecting on the School of Computer Science over the past few years, we have grown in size dramatically, so much so that you are one of our largest graduating cohorts, and perhaps fitting you all into the atrium of our school for a reception this year would have been somewhat of a struggle. However, when we are able to, I would love to welcome you all back to the school at some point in the near future to celebrate properly and hear the wonderful things that you have gone on to do. Despite graduation usually signalling an end to a great journey, you should see this as the start of something new and exciting. You have graduated at a time when all of the skills that you have learned will be greatly valued and needed in the world. Across the broad discipline of computer science, those countless hours in the computer labs will not have gone to waste, and you have the ability to contribute greatly to the environment around you by putting into practice the knowledge that you've acquired in ventures great and small. So, on behalf of the School of Computer Science, I would like to take this opportunity to wish you all the best for the future, and I hope to hear from you all again soon. Now I will hand over to Professor Carl Dern from the Department of Civil Engineering. Carl.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. So as Dr. Smith just mentioned, my name is Carl Dern. I'm the head of civil engineering. And first of all, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of all my colleagues in civil engineering to offer our warmest congratulations to all of our graduates, but particularly those from the School of Engineering and from the Department of Civil Engineering. Now, it may appear to be a challenging time to be a new graduate. There's certainly a weight of evidence to support this. And I've no doubt as a 2020 graduate, you're a member of what must be one of the most resilient graduating cohorts that this university has ever seen. Why? And of course, that's the long-reaching effects of the COVID pandemic. I refer here to the way you've had to learn during your studies. It's been a long, winding road, or perhaps a meandering river to others to get to this point. But also the consequential knock-on effects that will be felt for several years to come. The pandemic's ripples will be felt in a declining jobs market, competition with more experienced staff for the same posts, and missed networking and other opportunities for certain very callous conditions. Nevertheless, I think your solid foundations, and on closer inspection, there are certainly shoots of hope and optimism all around us. I think this is a terribly exciting time to be an engineer. Why is this? Well, for example, if you only look at the UK government's National Infrastructure Commission set out a £4 billion plan to develop our ageing infrastructure and, to use modern parlance, level up communities. It's engineers like you that have the grit, the cement, the proverbial concrete footing in the UK and across the globe that will construct our way out of the economic hole left by the pandemic, as well as facing down those threats to our modern lives that still exist. Decarbonising infrastructure to meet net zero by 2050 is a massive challenge, and one that will require ingenuity and creativity that your degrees have prepared you for, irrespective of your specialism. As a civil engineering graduate, you will be, no, perhaps you should be, at the centre, the steel rebar of responding to these challenges. Because of this, I can't remember a more exciting time there has been to be an engineer. So once again, anyone who graduates this year should be immensely proud, and I can state with certainty that we are of you, our graduating students. We're looking forward to watching your careers develop and to seeing all your future successes. So many congratulations. And I'll now hand over to Professor Peter Gardner to say a few words. Professor Gardner.
Okay, thank you very much, Carl. So I'm Peter Gardner, Head of Department of Electronic, Electrical and Systems Engineering in the School of Engineering. And on behalf of all academic and professional services colleagues in my department, I'd like to add my congratulations to all of you graduating from the whole College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. In particular, of course, I want to say a huge well done to all the students from my own department and share with the rest of you some brief details of the kind of things they've achieved. So we've had record numbers of MSc students this year graduating on courses that span our whole discipline, covering electrical power systems, communications engineering, and electronic and computer engineering. So you've completed some excellent final projects as part of those degree programs, perhaps with a greater emphasis this year on theoretical analysis and computer simulation than is usual. But I think this makes your achievements all the more impressive as a result. Like the rest of the college, we deliver tough, demanding, research-oriented postgraduate courses, steering students towards a successful career in our ever-advancing technology. So every graduate can approach those careers confident in the knowledge that they've got a solid training to help them generate and develop the valuable new ideas that are going to help to rebuild the world's economies and infrastructures in the years ahead. I'm very pleased that we have 7 PhD students graduating from ESE today. They've successfully completed advanced research that also reflects the full range of research and activities across ESE. I'm highlighting these briefly to celebrate their achievements and also to exemplify the kind of topics on which our master's students have been working. So our PhD students have covered human factors research into trust in automation, radio frequency power fingerprinting for localization systems, microwave and terahertz antennas, safety critical communication systems, efficient energy systems and condition monitoring, all for rail systems, and climate change impacts on smart grid power generation. So I think those exemplify the kind of problems and issues that all of our graduates can be proud and confident to go out and address in the coming years. So some of these PhD students, all of the PhD students are going on to impressive destinations, including Atkins Energy Group, postdoctoral research fellowships at University of Birmingham, at Oxford University and at City University in Hong Kong, and to academic posts in United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. And some along the way have won some prestigious awards, including the 2018 ERA Award and the 2020 Royal Academy of Engineering Postdoctoral Research Fellowship. So well done to those people, who I won't name for fear of embarrassing them. And well done to absolutely everybody who's graduating this year. Tremendous achievements. Congratulations as well to, once again, to everyone across the whole College of EPS, and I wish you all the very best in your future endeavours. Now I'd like to hand you over to Professor Duncan Shepherd, Head of Department of Mechanical Engineering, who wants to say a few words. Duncan.
Thank you, Peter. So many congratulations today to our graduates in mechanical engineering. We have graduates graduating with a PhD in mechanical engineering, the MSc in advanced mechanical engineering, the BEng in mechanical engineering, and our MEng in mechanical engineering. Now, the city of Birmingham is very famous for engineering. Engineering giants such as James Watt and Matthew Boulton worked here, so you're following in great footsteps. The Institution of Mechanical Engineers, which accredits our taught degree programs, was actually founded here in the city of Birmingham in 1847. They met in a city centre hotel that's no longer standing, but there is a plaque within Curzon Street railway station in the city centre that commemorates the 100th anniversary of the Institution of Mechanical Engineers. Now, Curzon Street is not in use at the minute, it's been closed for many years, but as many of you are aware, Curzon Street railway station is going to be the hub for the high-speed 2 rail link in Birmingham. So when you come back to visit us, as well as visiting the university, go into the city centre, go and seek out the plaque that will be in the railway station, and take pride in your profession and its deep history. Please do stay in contact. We want to find out what you've been up to, where you're working, and we do hope to welcome you back to campus at some point in the future. I wish you every success in your future career, and I'll now hand over to Dr. Holly Foss.
Thank you, Duncan. I'm Holly Foss, Director of Education for Birmingham Centre for Railway Research and Education. I'm so pleased to be able to speak to you all today. We welcome you here, our graduands, and your peers, your family and your friends, all of whom have helped you through our programmes in Railway Systems Engineering and Integration, in Railway Safety and Control Systems, and in Railway Systems Integration and Railway Research. I'm thrilled to see you joining us from across the UK, as well as from overseas, from Australia, Thailand, Japan, China, Indonesia, the Netherlands, and many other locations. For some of you, this is the next stage in an already established career within the railway sector. For others, this represents the start of your chosen careers in rail. But for all of you, the successful completion of your postgraduate programmes marks a significant step and a remarkable achievement. You are all now moving forward as esteemed railway systems and railway safety engineers, where you will have a fantastic contribution to make to industry, to academia, and beyond, as railways continue this period of renaissance as an essential transport system for our day-to-day lives. Every year, we relish the chance to celebrate your graduation success as you take the next steps in your journey to new locations, new opportunities, new positions, unexpected or otherwise. We wish you all the very best wherever these take you across the sector or across the globe, and we hope to welcome you back to BCRRE in the near or far future for you to share your experiences and speak to the next generations of postgraduate students, as you have heard from many of our graduates throughout your programmes. So from everybody in BCRRE, many, many congratulations. It's now my pleasure to be able to hand over to our first student speaker, Ethel, from the School of Engineering.
Thank you, Dr. Holly. My name is Ethel Sasita, Senior Student Representative and Civil Engineering and Management graduate. Today's a day to be grateful and inspired. On that note, I'd like to begin by thanking my mom, Elizabeth, and dad, Lemon Sasita, for their continued support throughout my life, without forgetting my brothers, Eric and Evans, as well as my sisters, Teddy and Erica, who have been a constant source of inspiration. The University of Birmingham has been monumental in all our journeys by ensuring that all our hard work and efforts have been paid off, and not to mention making sure that we have a graduation ceremony this year. Thank you to all the staff behind the scenes that never gave up on the Class of 2020 celebration. Thank you to the Class of 2020 for the team spirit and friendship that has endured the unimaginable. During this time, we've been reminded of the importance of community and have seen how we're all instrumental in the facilitation of a collective good, which is something I'm proud to say we all practice at the university. For the past year, Birmingham University has been a home away from home. To get the chance to celebrate our achievements in a time where we have to stay 2 meters apart means that we've made it through all the confusion, such as whether to wear a mask or not, rushing to the Tesco for sanitizer, toilet paper stock-ups, awkward Zoom sessions, kids running around the house during meetings, and boatloads of caffeine that got us through our dissertation submissions. Graduation this year has been bittersweet, as at times it feels like we never got to properly say goodbye to our peers, the lecturers, the hustle and bustle of the hallways in between lectures, and those awkward moments when you have to do a little jog to the door as someone is holding it open for you. As an unwavering optimist, I believe that the Class of 2020 is bound together by this experience, making us all somewhat special and prepared to take on the world, lockdown and all. I hope you're all proud of yourselves and proud of each other, because ultimately this was a collective effort. Most of us are wondering what's next, as we've accomplished this stage of our lives. The one thing I'd like to share is that although many people say that today's the day we start our journey, I disagree. The journey began a long time ago, and the Class of 2020 has been faced with a slightly different path, which in turn has built our resilience, emotional intelligence, our ability to persevere, and most importantly, equipped us with the ability to maneuver worst-case scenarios. So, in instances where you ever doubt yourself, Take a look back to this moment, to this year, and let your past accomplishments inspire you. I challenge everyone, including myself today, to be aware of the power that they hold, knowing that as individuals, our contribution to the world will not be measured by the money we make or the accolades we receive, but rather how we share our unique gifts with the world. And the only place to find those gifts is to look within yourself. So thank you and congratulations to the class of 2020. I would now like to welcome Dr. David Lepinen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ethel. That was a wonderful speech, and you've said a lot of things that I wanted to say. But first of all, yes, my name is Dr. David Lepinen, and it's a great pleasure to be addressing the graduates from the School of Mathematics today. We have some undergraduate students graduating, we have some PhD students, and we have a lot of MSc students. I'm currently the director of MSc Studies, and that involved me sending lots and lots of emails to all of our MSc students. But previously, I was also the head of education in the School of Mathematics. So all of the PhD students and our undergraduate students, they would have received lots of emails from me. That's not fun, me writing emails. Me speaking to you here now and celebrating your great achievements, your graduation, this is fun and exciting. Well done. You deserve to enjoy the day. And so while I begin by congratulating our graduating students, it's also the friends and the family who have helped these graduating students in order to become, to work through the challenges that we've all had to face this year and through all of our studies. So family and friends, well done for supporting our students. There's not really that much time for me to speak during this official graduation ceremony, but I would like to remind all of the maths students and staff and family and friends that there's going to be a Zoom celebration at 1 p.m. today after this. So I hope you've got the email link. A mathematics degree, wow. It's meant to be both fun and challenging. Challenging probably means lots and lots of hard work, and well done for people for all the hard work that you've done. You know, and I think the more that you explore this beautiful, beautiful topic of mathematics, the more that you realize that there is still to explore. By nature, mathematicians are curious and we love problem solving. This year has been a good year for problem solving, and there were some people who changed their MSc dissertations halfway through, you know, with COVID in mind. And so a problem came up and let's try to investigate it. I think that's incredible. For those of us who can see it, mathematics is everywhere. As graduates, you'll be able to use your analytical skills and your modeling skills to explore and solve real world problems. As well as developing your mathematical skills, you have learned to develop resilience, perseverance, dedication, and independence. And a lot of the previous speakers, they've talked about resilience and all of these traits, but I very much enjoyed what Ethel said about confidence. You should all have confidence in yourself. You should have great confidence. You've overcome a lot of challenges this year. It's going to be a year that you'll always remember. Build upon all of your accomplishments from this year. Use that to give you confidence that you are going to be prepared for whatever challenges face you in the future. I wish you all of the best in the future. I do want you to keep in touch. I do want to talk to you more at the math celebration at 1 p.m. But now I'm going to pass over to Professor Alison Davenport from MET and MAT.
Hello, everybody. I would like to offer a very warm welcome to all of you who are graduating, especially those of you from the School of Metallurgy Materials. And I'd like to welcome also your family and friends who've offered so much support to you during your degrees. Some of you have been with us for quite a few years, and others have just spent 1 year with us. But what a year it's been. We're incredibly proud of the tremendous efforts that you have all made to succeed in these challenging environments. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect is the wonderful way in which you all have helped and supported one another to achieve your goals. You've carried out an extraordinary range of research in fascinating topics with lots of very practical applications. You've investigated materials in very challenging environments, such as ceramics that can survive inside nuclear fusion reactors, investigating the cracking and corrosion of components of aero engines. Then some of you have been doing work in sustainable energy, developing better batteries, developing membranes to purify hydrogen for energy, and finding new ways of storing that hydrogen. You've also been improving material sustainability by developing methods for recycling magnetic materials from motors and recycling polymer powders in 3D printing. And you've also been looking after our infrastructure by monitoring failure of railway tracks and wind turbine gearboxes. And you've been improving manufacturing for us, including casting turbine blades for jet engines and printing alloys and polymers, including silicone for robotic applications. We're incredibly proud of all of your achievements, and we're looking forward very much to hearing about your future plans. And we're particularly happy to hear that 3 of you graduating from our MSc program are starting PhDs with us. We're looking forward very much to welcoming all of you back in better times, and at a time when we can celebrate your achievement in person. So please do come back and visit us. I'd like to reiterate many, many congratulations to all of you from us in the school. And now it's my great pleasure to hand over to one of our graduates, to Halima, who is one of our successful MSc students and who is now doing a PhD with us.
Thank you, Professor Davenport. Hi, everybody. Firstly, a huge congratulations to everybody who's graduating today. It's been a really challenging year in many ways. However, it's wonderful that wherever you may be in the world right now, we're still able to connect through this virtual ceremony and celebrate our achievements together. On behalf of the MSc in Materials Science and Engineering class of 2020, I would like to sincerely thank Andrea, Andy, and everybody else in Metamat for all of their hard work and support throughout the year, especially during the summer. We're particularly thankful for the ways in which the school quickly adapted to the circumstances and ensured that we still receive the high quality of education that the University of Birmingham is known for. As a cohort, we've had some great memories throughout the year, including the chance to practice our acting skills by pretending to be 10-year-olds in our communications module, and to hear a very interesting rendition of Titanium by Professor Atalla in one of his online lectures. I am grateful for the opportunities that we've had to work together in groups. It's been really wonderful to meet all of you, people from different backgrounds, and share our experiences. For those of you who are new to Birmingham and are now leaving, I hope you've really enjoyed your time here and can look back on the experience favourably. For those of you who are remaining here for further study, like me, I wish you good luck in beginning your next chapter at the university. My fellow student reps, Jessica, Reshmi, and I are honoured to have represented you this year. It's an experience that we will definitely remember fondly. We would like to wish you and all of the graduates across the EPS College a happy and successful future that is as bright as synchrotron light. Congratulations. I'll now be handing over to Dr. Paul Norman to say a few words.
Hi, and thanks very much. So yes, I'm Paul Norman. I am the course director for both of the Physics MSc courses. And I would like to extend a wide congratulations to everybody graduating today. And in particular, in my role, of course, to say a big congratulations to those graduating from the School of Physics. Physics is a very interesting journey, of course. In a sense, all of the world around us is physics, just at varying levels of complexity. And hopefully some of the interesting things that people have found in that journey are that even when we take quantities that appear at first sight to be very basic to us, such as things like space, time, mass, and energy, when those are probed more fundamentally, they become rather more complex objects. And that is part of the joy and interest, I think, related very much to physics. And of course, all qualifications in physics are a significant achievement to feel pleased and proud about. So undergraduate degrees in the subject are very much sought after, both in careers and in research, both within physics and research in other departments as well. Physics PhDs, of course, are very much unique achievements, all of which are very worthy and have taken long amounts of work at CERN and other facilities typically around the globe. I wanted to say a little bit specifically then about the MSc graduates, because that ties in particular with my role within the department. And the students know very well that I had commented, particularly as the COVID pandemic came along, that I was very pleased and proud indeed to be teaching what was a very professional cohort in these challenging times. I have run the program, the PT&R, for 17 years now, and I have to say that the professionalism this year across both MSc programs is really exemplary, absolutely to be proud of. Another thing that I think it's interesting to comment on is the sort of quality and the value behind your degrees. You, of course, are very much aware that you have been doing your degrees in a slightly different way, in particular with the summer examinations, not done in the way by any means that they previously have been. But I should say that our external examiners commented very favorably on both the examinations that were set and indeed the performance of you as students, even making the note, of course, that when you think about it, this mode of taking examinations is rather closer to how we typically tackle problems in real life. You know, the artificial exam environment where we get 2 or 3 hours to answer something rarely relates to what we're doing in research or in industry. We normally get a bit more time, we get access to a book and other resources. So you should feel every bit as proud graduating this year as our students have in previous cohorts. I thought I'd say a little bit about upcoming opportunities, and as some of the colleagues in other departments have said, some of the features such as looking for low carbon energy very much applies, of course, to the nuclear sector. And indeed, in that sector, there are a lot of developments to do with fusion, for example, at ITER and its successor DEMO. There are defense type applications related to the submarine fleet and other aspects of defense. There are, of course, the new build nuclear reactors that are going on at Hinkley Point and that have appeared related to Rolls-Royce in the news recently, where news articles have mentioned, 16 small modular reactors that Rolls-Royce are talking about deploying in the future. And then particularly for our decommissioning and waste management cohort, there are, of course, a number of the existing reactors set to enter decommissioning within the next decade. So that is also a significant program and requires, of course, good graduates like yourselves. So very much to finish off, I'd like to just say that, I mean, certainly all of the students that I'm aware of graduating today really should feel very pleased and proud of their achievements. As I said, they stack up very, very well indeed with even the best of previous years. I do wish you all the best for the future. Related to PhDs that I know some of you are going into, a number of you have got jobs within the industry already, and I would expect those job opportunities to be picking up, as I say, in the near future as well. So please do keep in touch. As I say, wish you all the very best for the future. And I'd like to hand over now to one of those graduating students, which is Chris Allen. Thank you.
Hi, Paul. Thank you for that. So good afternoon to the graduates, friends, family, university staff, and everybody watching across the world. I'm Chris, a Physics and Technology of Nuclear Reactors graduate. And first, I'd like to begin by offering a huge thank you to all who have made this celebration possible. Despite it not being feasible to have an in-person event, it's important to note our achievements under such an extraordinary circumstance. My time at Birmingham, like many others graduating today, began 4 years ago. Fresh from sixth form, I was nervous to move away from home, yet excited to start a whole new chapter of my life. Through the trials and tribulations that university brings, whether that be cramming in the library for an exam the next day, or struggling through a hangover from the previous night at Fab, we stand here today having conquered it all. A Birmingham graduate stands out for their tenacity. Obtaining our degrees shows that we are determined, powerful individuals, and as I see many of my friends and course mates go into exciting careers and research, this viewpoint is only strengthened. This is something everybody today should feel proud of. You, we, all have the power to succeed. I look back fondly at my master's course, a group of people from different backgrounds and universities coming together to form an incredibly strong cohort. This collaboration and unity is something found across the entire university and has created an incredible ethos in each and every one of us. The university has not only offered us some good nights out, but a rich culture of learning and academic integrity and an excellent springboard to grow from. It's all of these things and many more that make me grateful for the opportunity I've had, but admittedly a little sad to end this chapter. On a final note, I would like to thank a few people. On a personal note, my family and friends who have supported me every step of the way. And on behalf of my course, a massive thanks to Drs. Paul Norman and Dave Forrest for their continued support, especially to Paul, a man with a passion for nuclear reactors, which in mine and my course mates' eyes will forever remain unchallenged no matter who we meet. I wish everybody today graduating the utmost success in the future, both professionally and personally. Today is about you. You have earned this. You can accomplish anything you desire. I will now hand over to Professor Alessandro Matura to say a few words. Alessandro.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much to all of our speakers, staff and students for the wonderful words and speeches that we've heard. When I accepted to be compared, I knew that I would have to settle an argument as to which discipline was the best and most important. But I think having heard all the arguments, I think we can all agree that our degree, whether it's undergraduate, postgraduate or PhD, from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences at the University of Birmingham is a fantastic springboard for you to do wonderful things and solve some of the challenges that we face as a society in the future. Some of the speakers have highlighted these challenges and they're there. They're very hard for us to overcome, but you will have a crucial role in overcoming them. I also would like to highlight how the importance of family and friends were highlighted in the speeches. It's now time for possibly my favorite part of the ceremony, which is the prizes. And so I'm now sharing a screen, so you hopefully should all be able to see a set of slides. And I will announce these prizes. And I have the honor, I guess, and the privilege of actually embarrassing some of you by name. So we will go through the various schools in alphabetical order. And so we will start from the School of Chemistry. So the first prize is the Dr. S.W. Challinor Prize. And this is actually one of two prizes. And each two students got awarded this prize, one from the School of Chemistry, one from the School of Biosciences. And it's awarded to the highest quality PhD thesis. So the winner for the School of Chemistry Dr. S.W. Challinor Prize is Adam Kolodje from the School of Chemistry, who graduates with a PhD today. Next, we look at the School of Computer Science. So we have prizes in the School of Computer Science. The prize is for the first prize is for the MSc in Computer Science Project Prize. This prize is awarded to the postgraduate student who achieved the highest overall project mark. And the prize goes to Andrea Petku, who graduates from an MSc in Cybersecurity today. Well done, Andrea. Next, we move on to some prizes from the School of Physics and Astronomy. So here we have a number of prizes. The first prize is the Fremlin Prize. These prizes are awarded to the student with the highest scoring project on the MSc course in Physics and Technology of Nuclear Reactors, and the student with the highest scoring project in the MSc course in Nuclear Waste Decommissioning and Waste Management. And the prizes are going to Alexander Masset and Brandon Baker. Alexander graduates from the MSc in Nuclear Decommissioning and Waste Management, and Brandon graduates from the MSc in Nuclear Decommissioning and Waste Management as well. So well done to both of you for your prize. Next, we have the Jean Liquier Millward Prize. This prize is awarded for the highest scoring performance by a student attending the MSc and Christopher Allen, who is also one of our speakers. So well done, Christopher, who is graduating from the MSc in Physics and Technology of Nuclear Reactors today. Finally, we have the School of Chemical Engineering and the School of Metallurgy Materials coming up, and the School of Engineering. So still a few more schools. School of Chemical Engineering, we have the John Brown Prize. This prize is awarded to the student who has achieved the highest overall mark in the MSc course in Biochemical Engineering. And that is awarded to Rose Fagan, who graduates from the MSc in Biochemical Engineering today. Well done, Rose. We have now prizes for the School of Metallurgy and Materials. And so for the School of Metallurgy and Materials, we have the Thomas Turner Research Prize. And this prize is awarded to a research student in the School of Metallurgy and Materials who has submitted the highest scoring, highest quality thesis. And the prize goes to Patrick Valelli, who graduates from a PhD in the Department of Metallurgy and Materials today. So well done, Patrick. And finally, we have some prizes from the School of Engineering. The A.P. Jarvis Postgraduate Prize. This prize is awarded to the student who has achieved the highest scoring thesis for a master's degree in the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering. And Yen Yang Yen graduates today with an MSc in Electronic and Computer Engineering and is the award winner for this prize. Next, we have the Bernard Richardson Prize. This prize is awarded to the research or postgraduate course student with the highest score overall in the area of transportation in the discipline of civil engineering. And Rees Edward Castellan graduates today with an MSc in road management and engineering and is awarded this prize. And finally, we have the J. Kolbuzewski Prize. This prize is awarded annually to a postgraduate student in the school making an outstanding contribution to highway studies. This prize is decided by a board, which includes the course director, the head of teaching and learning, and the external examiner. And this prize is awarded to Pui Kai Liang with the MSc in Road Management and Engineering. Next, we have the Keith Martin Jones Prize. This prize is awarded to the postgraduate total research student in civil engineering who submits the highest scoring overall thesis, project report, or essay in the subject area of design and safe use of highways. And the prize is awarded to Muzi Lee, who graduates today from the MSc in Road Management and Engineering. Well done, Muzi. And we have the Radcliffe Prize. And this prize is awarded to the best postgraduate students undertaking programs in science schools on the basis of high achievement. And this prize is awarded to Samuel Jones, who graduates today from the MSc in Civil Engineering. We have also the Chartered Institution of Highways and Transportation Prize. This prize is awarded to a student studying the MSc Road Management and Engineering for the highest overall scoring individual research project. And the prize goes to Rose Farrington, who graduates from MSc in Road Management and Engineering. And we have the Paviours Prize, and this prize is awarded to the postgraduate student on the Road Management and Engineering program who produces the highest scoring highway engineering research project, which is considered worthy of publication. And the prize goes to Oliver Grundmann, who graduates today from the MSc in Road Management and Engineering. This was the last prize. So well done, everybody. Well done to all the prize winners for achieving your prizes, but well done to everyone else. I think it's fair to say that all of your achievement have been tremendous, and this prize is only focused on a very limited set of achievements that our students have been able to gain. At the University of Birmingham to once again remind you that this is unfortunately a virtual event, and that we all truly hope to be able to welcome you to campus at some point in the near future, so that we can celebrate your achievements together. Beside some sort of event sometime in the future when it's safe to do so, we also want to stay in touch with you as much as possible. This is one of the best parts of my job. I like keeping in touch with students graduating and hearing where they end up and what they're up to years after graduating. So please do keep in touch. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know if you need any help. You're part of a huge community of alumni and staff who is able to help you achieve what you would like to achieve in life. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Thank you again to our speakers, and particularly thank you very much to our student speakers who have captured, I think, some of the essence of what you had to face this year. And other than that, I think my job as compere is done. So I wish you a good day and goodbye.